Anthony Davis versus Tim Duncan on offense. I mean, Anthony Davis is by far the better offensive player. Bro, Anthony Davis, three-point shot, mid-range, can put the ball on the floor. He can do turnarounds. He has one of the best footworks inside.
You have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Oh my God!
When have we ever seen Tim Duncan, bro, a step back shot, or step back mid-range, or Tim Duncan put the ball on the floor and actually cook a defender?
Throughout the early 2000s, he used to do that. All throughout the early 2000s.
Now, Sage, if you are not into an NBA TikTok, I just need you to know that clip of Chill yelling is a trending sound on TikTok right now. Y'all been clowning Chill Town on TikTok since the We Done With The 90s shit, bro. I was in a live stream of his, bro. There was 2,000 people in there. Just, we done with the 90s. We done with the 90s. And Chill was getting annoyed, bro. Leave him alone, bro.
Hey, leave Uncle alone, man. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm not. Yes, sir. That nigga was spitting 80 when he's healthy. Clears. Disgusting and clears. Greatest power forward I've ever seen when healthy. And sorry, Timmy, you're an average kid compared to that guy. We will never understand your game. You're boring. You have no aura. Feel the brow.
Oh my God, bro. It's a bad take. It's a bad take. Tim Duncan was better. He was more talented too.
Womp womp.
Better defender, better shot blocker, better passer, arguably better scorer.
Better defender. He played in the night. Never mind.
Here you go. Here you go, man.
Which player has the most annoying fan base? Let me know in the comments.
What I'm about to say, a lot of people are not going to fully understand because you're too ingrained into what you believe a fan is compared to what I know what being a fan is. So yeah, being a part of the NBA community, I've read, I've seen, I've heard a lot of shit, and I've just come to an easy conclusion that
seems like you've been through a war.
About 99% of NBA fans, like fan bases, are the same. You are all the same people. The only difference between NBA fan bases is the players that you guys represent, and maybe a little bit of age there. That's it. Other than that, you argue the same shit. You argue the same way. It's just for different people. Pretty much every fan base are the same.
That's not the worst take. In terms of player fans, because I think team fans argue differently. Player fans, I might actually agree.
Yeah, your favorite player is a fraud to someone, you know? And you have to prove that he's not a fraud. Even Jimmy Butler fans, you know, motherfuckers think he's a fraud to a certain degree. So Jokic, same thing. Giannis, same thing. KD, Bron. Yeah, I kind of, it was a good take.
I think that was actually a genuinely good hot take. Because when I think about it, in the inverse, how would you convince somebody who thinks that you're overrating Luka that you're not? You go on and start hating on other players. How does a Ja fan convince you that he's better than Steph? They start hating on Steph. How does a Bron fan convince you that he's better than Jordan? They start hating on Jordan. They don't even necessarily point out the feats of their guy, and when they do, it's these nasty, corny-ass graphics with a checklist. And that fits like pretty much any all-time great fan base. So, yeah, I think I agree.
From a team perspective, though, I would still agree for the most part, bro.
There's certain teams. I'll say for teams, there's certain teams that are built different and certain teams that are not. For example, Lakers, Celtics, Rockets, Warriors, Heat. You could put them in like a circle of, oh my God, you crown-eating bastards. A Denver Nuggets fan, I ain't gonna lie, them niggas, outside of like Jokic stands, Denver Nugget fans ain't that weird. I'll even concede that right now. They'll just say, we're better than the Lakers, but stop talking. Love trolling when it's us. I say that. Like, Bucks fans aren't necessarily annoying and weird, but Giannis fans, oh shit. But yeah, as you can see, I think certain team bases, maybe small market team bases, that's what it is. They're pretty chill.
Yo, what's good, guys? I've been told that we don't rock with the 90s no more. So this is the new and official top 10 players to ever play basketball of all time. At number 10
done
is
with the
2
90s
times
edition.
Finals MVP, 5 times All-NBA, 2 times Defensive Player of the Year, 7 times All-Defensive Team, the best two-way player the NBA has ever seen, Kawhi Leonard. At number 9 is the 2003-04 MVP, 9-time All-NBA, 1-time Defensive Player of the Year, 12-time All-Defensive Team, the greatest Boston Celtic to ever play, Kevin Garnett.
I already fuck with the list because any criteria where KG is top 10, when you set the parameters so that KG's top 10, I like that list, man. KG's one of my favorite players of all time. So, yeah, man. Big Kevin. Yeah, the real Big Kevin.
Well, how do you feel about Jokic being right ahead of him? Go play number 8.
I think KG should be higher, but...
At number 8 is the 2 times MVP, 1-time finals MVP, the best passing big we have ever seen, the most nonchalant NBA superstar, Nikola Jokic.
Hey man, I understand we still gotta get there, but I'm preparing to see those fucking shots, bro. Oh my god. Cause what was that? Now let me rewind. What is
Most
this?
nonchalant NBA
What?
superstar, Nikola Jokic.
I'm gonna be honest, and y'all gonna call it Mo. I was looking at my camera and Soul's camera when he was talking, because I don't look at that shot anymore. I've seen this guy stand still and spin around. And I know what you're saying. How do you stand still and spin around, Sage? You dumb. That do-rag too tight? Dog, he literally was in the same spot, did these, and shot the motherfucking ball. And it was good. What are we doing?
Number 7 is 2 times MVP, 1-time finals MVP, 1-time defensive player of the year,
Good all-time
7-time
Jokic?
All-NBA team, Giannis,
Oh.
the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo.
This is an
At
interesting
number
debate.
6 is 2 times finals MVP,
KD?
1-time MVP, 4-time scoring leader,
I'll
10-time
give it to KD. I'll
All-NBA,
give-
the most
Longevity.
unguardable
Yes.
NBA player
Longevity.
of all time,
What were
arguably
you
the best
saying?
scorer of all time, Kevin Durant. At number 5, we got the 4-time champion, 1-time finals MVP, 2-time
Curry at
season
5.
MVP, the only unanimous MVP in NBA history,
What's the 4?
best shooter
Yeah,
to
Curry
ever
at 5.
touch a
All
basketball.
right, let's predict the 4. If Curry's at 5, who's the 4?
He gotta have Kobe in there, then. Braun. Damn, yeah. Who the fuck?
Kobe, Bron. He might still count Tim Duncan.
If he counts Tim, then okay. I wasn't thinking he counts him. You're right. If he counts Tim, damn, yeah. Who the 4th?
Shaq.
AD when healthy.
That's my prediction. So was it Kobe, Bron, Shaq, Tim Duncan? That's the 4.
AD when he's healthy.
What if we see D Wade, bro? That'd be great.
Nah, holy shit! Wait, he might do it. Oh wait. He really, let me change my parlay. I think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna do Wade. I think he's gonna do it. Locked.
Basketball, Stephen Wardell Curry. At number 4 is 5-time champion,
No Dirk, too.
2-time finals MVP,
Yeah, no Dirk
15
is
times
wild.
All-NBA team,
Kobe at
12-time
4?
All-Defensive team.
It can't
has
be
the
Wade.
most
It can't
points
be Wade
scored
now,
in
bro.
NBA history
It
at
can't be
81
Wade.
points. Kobe Bean Bryant. At number 3 is Kobe
Okay, there you
Bryant's
go.
former
Okay.
teammate, the most dominant center the
Sure.
NBA has ever
So
seen,
Shaq,
miles
Tim
ahead
Bron.
of fraudulent
Shaq, Tim.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bill Russell, and Wilt Chamberlain. 4 times finals champion, 3 times finals MVP, Shaquille the Diesel O'Neal. Get that weak shot out of here. At number 2 is 5-time NBA champion. Would have been the
Okay.
GOAT if he went 6-0. 15-time All-NBA, 15-time All-Defensive Player, Mr. Fundamental, Timothy Duncan. And at number 1, the GOAT, LeBron James.
Who?
LeBron Hams. You know, Hams Hardin is one of our best jokes ever. I'm dying by it. So I know that shit was too funny. But no, I mean the list itself, I ain't gonna lie. Sound like Kawhi might get hoed. And I'm all for it. But all shit aside, that's a very interesting thing. If we're actually done with the 90s, comment below if you guys want us to do something like that. It's up the troll alley. But if we were actually done with the 90s, the top 20s is scary. Like fuck the top 10. The top 20s get really scary. At that point, we're gonna have to start throwing in James Harden's, Russell Westbrook's, Chris Paul's, way higher than you would even think of imagining in the all-time list right now. Oof.
I disagree with the list. It was a bad list. Why is 7 greater than 8 when 8 is supposed to be greater than 7? All right. L list. But seriously though, too many 90s players for my liking. I ain't gonna lie.
Can we talk about that again?
Because
I ain't gonna lie.
Kobe 90s, Shaq 90s, Duncan 90s, KG 90s. Like, come on, bro. If you're really done with the 90s, they gotta be drafted post 2000, bro. That's a rule.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree. Be drafted post 2000s or their prime be post 2000s because Shaq's prime is literally flirting with the 90s, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck what I just said. If your shit ain't in HD, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm gonna be dead ass. I seen them Shaq highlights like, okay, there you go. I know the big one gotta be O'Neal. Man, look, dog, you ain't done with no 90s, bro. You ain't done with them. I'm done with the 90s. I wasn't even done with the 90s. I thought the shit was stupid. But if somebody gotta be a dumbass,
Bam Adebayo is a top 25 player. You agree or disagree?
Right now, top 25?
Yeah.
I agree.
I definitely agree. I mean, I give it to Bam. Me personally, I'm not a Goldberg fan on the defensive end.
You think it's a little overrated on that side?
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Thank you. Love
How'd you even get
I
there?
never thought he was a great defensive player either.
But first of all, does Mario Chalmers really have a top 25 just, you know what I'm saying, just on deck like that? Yeah, he's 25. Second of all, I understand y'all don't like Gobert, bro, but the random Gobert dick suck is crazy sometimes, man. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. God, it's like he has no value to some of y'all. Fuck.
We were on Star and Sponge. We got Clam. How? What the fuck? Rudy Gobert, look, he's not my favorite player. He's not my cup of tea. I think he is a little overrated defensively when it comes to what teams in the postseason could do to him as well. But that was crazy. It was just like, yeah, I think Rudy's overrated. It's just not that Bam's underrated. Just fuck Rudy. That's why.
See, what it is there's not a lot of centers that are making him play defense. Like, he's not doing it against Joker because he has to be engaged. But when he's going against another guy, he's 7'6". Of course, if you lay it up, he's going to block it. But defense to me is guard that, shut him down. You want to impress me? Hold Joker under 15 points. Now you're playing all that weak side blocking shot. That's cool, but it ain't gonna work against guys like me and Joker and you know. Embiid. But you talking about with Bam plays people. He plays the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5. So I would give it to him too.
It's just a weird argument to me, because it's low-key like a diss to Jokic, and low-key a diss to Shaq himself when you say no one really guarded Jokic. Because if we look at those centers guarding Shaq in the 2000s...
Watch this now, Bob. Watch the power. He just overpowers him, and he comes down, and then he shoves him right there.
Shaq
was guarding you, my nigga.
Shaq, come on. I don't know, man. Jesus Christ.
I don't even care about Gobert no more. Yo, Shaq, stop, bro. You were good. You were really good. A lot of people, despite your hate raid, have genuinely been like, damn, Shaq might be the greatest big I've ever seen. And you still keep going on this tirade of X center's overrated, Y center isn't Superman, Z center couldn't hold me, QRS center couldn't check me. Dog, we get it, bro. But like, some of the stuff you say is ridiculous. The idea that, like, in order to be a good defender, someone has to hold Jokic to 15 points, and then you compared yourself and Jokic in terms of what you do to Gobert, that'd be like saying, one, any center would have to hold you to 15 points, which you would say is nasty, because then you would be like, oh, my era's not weak, bro, but I was just dropping 60 regardless. Like, that doesn't make sense. If you drop 60 on every fucking body, I'm gonna say your era's ass. Not that you're just some omnipotent being, but then two, and most importantly, some centers actually knew how to guard you, dog. I don't know what we're doing. Like, Hakeem kind of dead ass in the finals, bro. So I don't know. Man, you know what? You win, bro.
I don't know if Hakeem was clamping Shaq, but Ben Wallace?
Pardon me. Hakeem was scoring on him. Hakeem was giving him buckets. So yeah, does that make him an overrated defender because you couldn't guard Hakeem? Because Hakeem was giving your ass the Yasha, bitch, lays all that shit. So, like, what are we doing, bro? Pardon me, you're right. Hakeem wasn't slamping him. Hakeem was giving him buckets.
In basketball discourse, we do this weird thing where, like, when it comes to defense, if you don't clamp up these unclampable players, you are now bad on defense. Like, when you ask someone to guard Steph Curry in space, oh, Gobert, he can't guard Steph Curry on a switch. Who can? It's Steph Curry. I'm like, oh my God, what do you want for these dudes? Now, if you want to say he can't guard Pat Bev in a pick and roll, that's a different story. Shout out to Pat Bev. But just when your example is, man, he couldn't clamp Jordan. What? He couldn't clamp Kobe. LeBron, like, bro, what?
You know what the take would be if they could clamp Kobe, Jordan, and Steph? Not even that they're the greatest player of all time on defensive end. They would literally say, yo, Steph sucks. Like, what? Get clamped? Oh, man.
So LeBron and JJ Redick start a podcast, and already on episode 1, we're starting with bullshit. This is what Bron had to say. Steph and Allen Iverson are the two biggest influential guys in our game since I've been watching it. Shut up. You.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, that's
damn.
That's wasn't even like the worst thing I've heard today. But all right, okay. Fuck LeBron. Got it. Next.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. We haven't even watched the rest of the TikTok, man. But if you telling LeBron he don't know ball and you telling LeBron to shut up, man, that gives me more confidence in my ability to make it in this shit. Because if LeBron needs to shut the fuck up, then fuck it, bro. We all do, bro. Like, goddamn, bro. He actually lived there too. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? Some young guy talking about Paul George is the GOAT. LeBron was alive and had a conscious mind when Allen Iverson came into the league, when Allen Iverson became an MVP. It was obviously there when Steph Curry got drafted all the way up until Steph Curry's the end of his career too. Because they're about to end their careers at the exact same goddamn time, it feels like. But, geez, man. Damn.
We literally thought today of reacting to some portion of their podcast, but in comment below if that's what you guys want to see. But that's the beauty of their podcast. It is a crazy checkmate for like 99% of these platforms, and maybe even us. We just don't take things as seriously as others, but on a dead serious note, bro, this is exactly why it is a checkmate. Because now you have LeBron and JJ Redick who are talking genuine X and O's. They're not here to entertain you in terms of making you laugh. Talking genuine X and O's. They're backing up all of their takes with evidence and or logical opinions and or logical reasoning. Sorry, you get shit like this. If you really go at it, you're telling the guy that grew up watching Jordan, could play to a high enough level to mirror, if not surpass, Michael Jordan, then was around when AI was influencing the game. He's in the league, and then he's still in the league while Steph Curry did what he did and is doing what he's doing. So you're talking to a guy that has literally been there for it all, and you're telling him to shut up, and he doesn't know ball. Now, I'm not saying LeBron is never going to have a bad take. I'm never saying LeBron doesn't lie. That nigga's on chapter 1 of every book. And I'm not saying LeBron is this omnipotent being that can't ever be wrong. What I am saying, though, is this going to be pretty damning whenever you are going to go there, and let alone to this aggression.
Predictions on if his problem is he didn't mention Michael Jordan, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
How do you not mention Michael Jordan?
Boom.
Yep. Boom. Parlay hit. Now, in hindsight, I just seen it. I know you did too. It is in fat ass red and white letters right there. But
oh yeah.
But I didn't see that shit till just now. I was like, well, it is right there.
Okay. No, I feel it.
And anyone who thinks I'm just meat riding, no. Look at the history of the game and you tell me who was more influential. Michael Jordan's shoes are still the #1 seller today. Athletes in music videos, Michael Jordan. Athletes making major films, Michael Jordan. Taking what Bird and Magic did and making the NBA game global, Michael Jordan. If this is what we're doing and we're not giving respect where respect is due, turn off the podcast. If these two are the most influential, why are you still trying to chase the ghost in Chicago? I didn't see you wear number 3. You wore number 23 because of Michael Jordan. The powder toss, which you improved on it, you started that because of Michael Jordan. Respect the GOATs. And we ain't done with the 90s.
We ain't done with the 90s.
I'll give him this. Bron was born in 84. So throughout LeBron's childhood, MJ was really peaking. He also saw Jordan's, I'm assuming the entirety of his career, maybe not the earlier parts because he was fucking 5-6 years old. In LeBron's teenage years, young adolescence, Michael Jordan was that guy. He saw his influence, and all of that. So it is a little bit weird to not say Michael Jordan in this regard, knowing Jordan's influence. But maybe it was just a case of, bruh, he got Jordan at 3. Maybe that's all it is, man. And he just, he just wanted, these are top 2 guys. And maybe he's one of those dudes, hey, man, if you're not 2, you're not really in the race for real. Maybe he's one of those dudes, man. But the take isn't as bad as I initially thought. I'll just say that.
In terms of for LeBron, it's not the worst take. AI and Curry would be the 2. LeBron himself included would be the 3 to challenge Michael Jordan. Now, for me personally, despite the tangent that we were on prior to this TikTok, I wasn't really talking about Buddy right here in terms of his take, but the aggression levels of challenging anything LeBron's going to necessarily say. Here, he's not exactly saying complete bullshit. I just think that you can argue Steph and AI. You genuinely can. Culture in the NBA significantly shifted when Allen Iverson got there. It's not a metrics thing. There's no sales. There's no NBA highlight moments or none of that. Well, there actually is NBA highlight moments, but you get the idea. In terms of winning rings, all that shit, no, Michael Jordan dwarfs that. In terms of finance, Michael Jordan dwarfs that, but Allen Iverson changed the entire culture of NBA. I don't need to talk about that. Stephen Curry changed the entire ideology of how basketball is played probably forever, to be very honest with you, because as long as there's a greater shot than a 2-point shot, that's going to be the shot that niggas is taking now. So it's easy argument for these two over a Jordan unless you go to the, well, actually, in terms of the sales and stuff, or like the Pioneer take. So I don't think LeBron has an egregious enough take to be mad at him. However, is there a possibility that, you know, LeBron James is saying something to push either A, new generation talent, or B, fuck that Jordan guy, I'm better than him? Hell yeah. What? Rappers and basketball players petty as hell. Yes. Oh my God.
Is it a diss? It's one of those Drake disses. You know what I'm saying? You got to really read between the lines to really see what the diss is. What would Pluto do? Type shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
What would Pluto do?
I ain't know that was a diss. Aubrey cooked me. I was like, for the hustle, I did it. Shit, yeah, okay. Hey, nah, I didn't get that one, but I forgot what artist said it. Well, some artist said, yo, this nigga Drake's a slimy bastard. Now I know that he's a snake, but yo, he'll say some shit. The whole world think he's on his side. Hell nah, that nigga dissing me. So
I ain't gonna lie, OG, I kind of agree with you now that I'm really thinking about it, man. You might have turned me, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You cook. You have a valid take here. It's just in principle telling LeBron to shut up, Unc. Yo, chill, Unc. But this is what I'm saying though. He ain't always gonna be right. But Unc Cook, I ain't gonna lie. He backed up his claim with very substantial evidence.
Timeline checks out too.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's between LeBron, Curry, AI, Steph. You could shuffle them anyway. Kobe maybe, but I think Kobe's odd man out here.
What about KD?
Yeah, and then that's where okay, shut up. But shut up, Mr. Pizza Rolls. Like, all right, bro, we get it. So I think it's between those four. I'm not mad at Bron, but I'm not mad at Unc either. I think this is pretty much a neutral battle. Comment below who you think won.
Follow us on TikTok too. We do have a Souls and Stage TikTok.